say the no can say Bank of Ghana at the new levy aba.
Okay.
If you go money me ochina. Now the true me dollar account to me or Ghana. Now me could year make we at 3% of that. Are you aware?
3% of Sikan on all foreign remittances.
Exactly.
Wow.
3%. No, we say foreign remittances a dorsal. Into a better gate na no. Obeje. Why no could de wa Ghana for money. Only Ghana for you. And call Bank of Ghana
I was spending money transfer. No, I'm now getting it.
Exactly. One call Parliament and the Ghana for Akokahwasem. If you say Wakosha Bank of Ghana cheap. Anna Akoya Bank of Ghana policy. Which of course
in that case, he doesn't need to go to Parliament.
Maybe in Kiamrebia, but send your woman yes say Oma Fra Bofu no Oma bad the Geo man.
For Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor Pilai. Need I say Nkrofobi. Anaasɛ nkyerɛwfoɔ bi, TV presenters bi aka nsɛm a ɛnyɛ nokorɛ amisinform Ghanaians. Ne nyinaa de sɛ Nana yɛ Brefo ɛna Vim Lady efi Apokua ɔyɛfo ɔmo aka nsɛm bi. Ne nyinaa fa Bank of Ghana new levy a ɔde aba a sɛ wo receive sika efiri abotire in dollars and in any foreign currency. Now wokɔ sɛ wokɔyi wɔ bank a bank no sɛ wokɔ na wokɔyi no in dollars a bank no ebeyi mu 5% and wɔmbɛte 5% afiri mu. But sɛ woyi no in cedis nso deɛ a na sɛ ɔho sɔn ɛnyɛ ade wɔmbɛte biribi a wei na Kevin Taylor adrɔpo fat ɛmfa ho. Ɔse ɛnyɛ NDC aban na ɛde bae. Ɛstartee in Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne mmerɛ so. Ɔde fact ne nyinaa ne documents nyinaa show yɛ baby a ɛfiri. But Vim Lady ne Nana yɛ Brefo based on deɛ na ɔmo ka no ɔmo pa kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ Mahama ɛna NDC aban ɛna ɛde aba. Ɛnam a Kevin Taylor ebu ofu a like wabahyɛ ɔmo left right center no. Wagye ka bi akyerɛ ɔmo ankasa.
They were killing two jandams, and one is coming from some two ladies. And is this sometimes I know they be a mechanic, me a very nice person, and sometimes I said I don't pretend. I try to stay away from things, but sometimes people take my niceness. You know, I'm a nice boy. And I'm a for my niceness. I just said yeah, I'm a soft person. Be any nyama. But I just want to say this to Miangasa Minyaba, your friend Nana Brefo. Or any other person, I know almost coming once. I'm a nice person, and when I keep telling you, say, don't insinuate about me, don't talk about me, stay away from me. I mean it. I might be smiling, I might be seeing what you are doing as a joke or funny stuff. But you see, maybe I don't pay attention to a lot of things. But when I decide to pay attention to you, you might either commit suicide or you might not be happy again for the rest of your life. And this is a very wonderful day. My person is sending a friendly advice to Nana Brefo. When I'm who so we any pakakra. You know, this whole thing of Yankasanti nipa, Yankasanchi nipa, Yenye sei, Niame relevant, Nama from Betty Yankano. 5-10 years ago, than a year, Juma. It does not work again. You get it? It's immediate. Kotoyegu from let me keep it there. But the better my car, no. Nana Brefo, stay away from my lane. No. Don't try to insinuate. Don't try to so bekutia. Me who so we nipa ain't na me address no. because I have bigger plans for Emwa. Because as I see,
This is a Zinga TV.
But you know, ya Brefo, we are mini aba. Inti. So what check him in some we mini aba, and I'm a very nice person. But when I get crazy, I get very crazy. You see, for some time now, I've decided to say I'll educate Ghanaians, I'll break down things to Ghanaians, I'll use the truth. My job, as Kevin Taylor said, protect this government with the truth. Into so what's steady for some time, I don't react to things. Because the Ghana for penal, they me power much on them a yeme and in yankopon, and then I may bo buying. Into I don't have time for unnecessary rants. I don't do that. I'm matured. Ejuma with my for years, you know. The psychological part of it, the emotional part of it, I know everything. So me pewasema and I'm being kind of caution. When I like you, I caution you first. Because nobody on this social media in Ghana space or US space or a crazy chairman. I can use this thing to make you commit suicide. This thing called social media. So make us admit to my audio committee suicide. Make to me their more. Make to me jinas my audio committee suicide. Inti, I am one person. I'm very nice. Futu. Insinuating and trying to bomb me a kutia and saying things about me. The day I will switch. The day I will switch. I only respond to people who I see as humans. Meaning responding to moi. In this way, steady me, I don't respond to animals. No. I only respond to humans because at least I know so we any pankwa de ubeti de mekano. So when to me and I'm switching mood in the yana abua mood. And it's na ya Brefo minyaba. I'm addressing you respectfully. So we minyaba. So watch the things you say. Watch the insinuating. Or the insinuations. I am smarter than you. Inti, I am just being nice. Thank you very much. The next time I will come, it will be suicidal. Ubia with the right to talk to their audience. They say, we are nipantin, I'm single out. I'm addressing you because I see you as human. The other people I've not addressed, I don't see them as humans. And nuntina may address I've picked you out to address you. If you force me not to see you as human, you know I can do that. And Friday. Now, and Friday, so there. I'll say a teacher say, Yebeku Jandam. Now, Yebeku Jandami also Obiaye ready. Na Yajigana Siwo. Let me tell you people something. So, Obi per se, or the party biba power. Right now, we are seeing a lot of people popping up on social media in the name say, omu different from what we call bloggers, what we call vloggers. They are trying to position themselves in a certain way. Say, it's fine, it's okay. They could not keep MPP in power. So with me, I don't care about how you feel or how you want people to see you or how you portray yourself, because we sitting here, we know Obia the level of intelligence. I know Obia also a friend who me a blogger, me a Jumama radio, be na miti Facebook, minimum Obia level of intelligence. And I don't worry myself when you voluntarily or out of whatever you believe in, whether tribe, whether political affiliation, whether whatever you believe, say you want to work and bring the NPP to power, it is fine with me. Me, my dear to catch Ghana for. My job is to protect the NDC to remain in power for the next 42 years. And I just didn't do it. I did it with facts, evidence. And I'm still doing that with facts and evidence. And see, if you want to bring the NPP back to power, stick to the basics. Because when you try to go off basics, when it comes to diplomacy, I am very good. When it comes to doing this job clean, I am better than majority of you. And when it comes to doing this job in a dirty way, I am better than all of you. That is what makes me very versatile. Because if you want to be professional, none of you can be professional than me. And if you want to go the other way, that is intimidating, that is frustrating, that is going to make you at the end of the feel like committing suicide, making your life miserable. I am the standard. And people should not take my diplomacy side now as weakness. No, because I want to give everybody the room to express themselves. Men are about defense. And also attack. Come with solid attack. Because when it comes to rough, I am crazier. My message to people out there, I am not going to respond to any animal. No, my passes are stage, you know. My responsibility now as Kevin Taylor is to serve the people with the truth. Is to come and educate them. What Junior will say, would they attend ye able to me winning power? Also for attend ye winning power, that's all. I have never stopped anybody from criticizing the NDC government, but what I will not allow is for people to think, say, they own the right to mislead, misinform, disinform. Never. I'm not going to allow it. And if that is the reason why majority of you people don't like me, then you people will kill yourselves. You murder yourselves, because I'm not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. And I want to set this record straight for you people to understand. When Kevin Taylor is quiet about something, it does not mean, say, Kevin Taylor, oh, Osrobi. It is because I feel, say, Mejina Moswache, and let me see if there's something little good in you. So I've given you people the room to exhibit a little bit of their meaning. But still, you people are showing, say, you are not intelligent enough to make the issues Ghana for being Sadabi. Ebia NDC, I was saying for MPP, but you've not been able to do it. It's almost a year now. It is almost a year. And I'm telling you people, I am putting this there. And they have been very careful in my words and very nice in my words. Nana ya Brefo. It is simple. Stop the gaslighting. Stop the insinuation. Because me, I'm crazy. I have plans for them. And the plans, I have my own plans. But what I see you as human. And I will advise you. All right. My story be, and my team drew my attention, said, boss, we need to kill this Jandam. Because some people deliberately do things. Mommy, I got a video. It was one animal and two human beings. And the human beings, a year, Nana ya Brefo, any Kukufu, any Omni Abua Baku were discussing some Jandam in the system. Now, Mommy, I could see these two humans and one animal. Let's go for it. Let's move with this.
When you say the no say Bank of Ghana at the new levy aba.
Okay.
If you are going money me ochina. Now the true me dollar account to me Ghana. Now me could year make we 3% of that. Are you aware?
3% of Sikan on all foreign remittances.
Exactly.
Wow.
3%. No, we say foreign remittances a dorsal. Into a better gate no. Obeje. Why no could they more Ghana for money? Only Ghana for you. And call Bank of Ghana.
I was spending money transfer, and I'm now getting it.
Exactly. One call Parliament and the Ghana for Akawasem. If you say, well, question Bank of Ghana cheap. Anna, acquire Bank of Ghana policy. Which, of course, in
that case, he doesn't need to go to Parliament.
Daddy, in Tiam but send your woman, yes, say, Oma Fra Bofu, no Oma bad the Geo Mino. Now, get suspected so many Ghana for a begin year, no matter much Ghana for. And then,
but is that not a very smart policy?
If you are chromophobia, can't it, Take your chromophobia to bottom me or to bottom me and you're smart. Chromophobia, this is the action. The action on smart. Foreign remittances, if you're next for 7 years, can you? To see how I would say now money, a brewawo, Mredane and I'm a crumwa, $100. Or no, yes, can you? What you say?
Yeah.
But I buy it for you. Saka krano every ho.
So this is simple. Makache Ghana for say our job is simple. Is to be gatekeepers, to clean the system, to block Jandam. You saw these two people and one animal discussing Mr. Kokofu, Nanaya Brefo, and a chain dog discussing Ghana and Sem. And in Kofo Itna Facebook, na omo chatro, na omo edi adada nipa. Papa we Kokofu, na oye the head of Ekufu at the time, na on the head EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. Mekai pa okobo kronu bi ena meka ho asem kwame plus na frɛ me ka say oh me wo fa Kokofu afrɛ me say me ne won kasa and I'm say no, that man is a thief. He's a criminal. Kwame plus be kai sa asem we. I told Kwame plus straightforward that Kokofu yewi the EPA na oto no wabokro no. I did a scandal on him, Kokofu. So these are people who are filthy liars. Now, let us address the matter. Or say, and there, Ghana are buying under NDC are buying, John Mahama buying, Oma introduce a new levy. Na new levy no Oma introduce no. A buying no ede kokwasa eshe kukuobu. Ghana obe sendi sika ako Ghana ensem. That is what this man was saying. In the presence of almost some journalists. Mbrebi, sa girl ya chimbon na ya. Ya be dini to okrum ha wa what's punching. No, see why journalism a check. And at the end, journalism is basic research. And as sa a punching a chimbon and I can say, hey, and there's anything na a buying suspended a transfers. This disgusting. Like vaguely. The dada nipa a chatro, or because in their head, you know, say a catchy kasa obiya kwasia, so we can just lie, destroy people. Because the basic, the fundamentals, the ethics of journalism, no, these people don't carry it. Omo ye years presenters and a small almost say monkotna radio, so they are empty. These are people I can sit in a room and teach. I'm telling you. Now let's go into the detail. As some almost say Bank of Ghana introduced some 3% levy be and the oye transfer echo Ghana as Ghana ni out here you better 3%. Now abani a crumb for and a goat calling herself say or your journalist sits there and say, oh, an internet almost suspending money transfer. Like how? How low? How stupid can we be? Now, look at this. This is CBG Tariff Guide 2024. Consolidated Bank of Ghana. Your BB Tariff Guide. And your Tariff Guide, it's about products or features. It entails a lot. It's got to do with the banking activities. Omo charges near the day. Omo to every single transaction be omo yeso. And this document is public that anyone can pick and read. Now, my mention in 2024, my meeting can start in free. Senebea, you will understand what I'm talking about. In 2024, City News a reportee, banks begin charging up to $20 as fees on foreign currency accounts. Yes, see. In 2024, time and NPP were power. Banks in Ghana started charging $20 on omo foreign accounts. Omo di receive sika of Ghana. Foreign accounts says sika if you are bruchiri bar. The moment you are sent money from America, Europe, a remittance, a sika if you are manoni eba how it gets to you at the end of the day, a Ghana na wu year. That is what we call a foreign transaction, dear bro. So we receive sika through your momoa. It goes through your a system before that sika na become onsa. So we receive sika every receive every banker. It still goes through a system before you receive. All the way back in 2024, banks in Ghana were charging up to $20. Now, let's go into the story. Some commercial banks have begun reintroducing charges on foreign exchange accounts after they suspend these fees. Now, so we'll read this story. This is what it says. Some commercial banks have begun introducing charges on foreign exchange accounts after they suspended these fees under regulatory pressure. A few banks have already communicated the decision via text message and email informing clients that the new charges have been effected. These fees will vary based on currency type and account balance, with some charges reaching up to $20. Look at the last paragraph. This is what it says. It says this. City Business News has gathered that some dollar account holders have been charged a $5 fee for balance exceeding $100. This is 2024 when MPP were in power. Now, these reintroduced charges are in addition to the existing 3% charge on withdrawals. I see these reintroduced charges, which was reintroduced in 2024, are in addition to the existing 3% charge on withdrawals. So the $20 now, I'm going to security say $100 in your bank, no, so be send away. There was already an existing charge of 3%. This is when the MPP were in power. This 3% is not new. I'll come to currently what is going on. It is when Jimmy Cra, as a journalist, you step back and ask yourself, okay, was there anything like that? Were people being charged any levy when they were receiving monies from Europe, from America, in Ghana? Now, it will be recalled that some commercial banks began processes in July 2024 to close personal foreign currency savings accounts, asking clients with such account to hold their foreign currencies in an e-wallet or current account. Into banks, no crash started catching clients and they say, you know something, this extra charge of $20 and the $20 will come in depending on the amount of money you are receiving. But the 3% tax na nasa levy on a static. Say, nya dollar, make Kevin Amitia, me send it $300 and not $10,000 to Obi or Ghana. Automatically, so Okoino bank from a foreign account, and I say bank foreign dollar account, 3% charge. Now that's in 2024. Now hold that. Now, so me call bank when I say omunyi sikane mame in dollar. What is going to happen? And they say that 3% charge, it applies. This is 2024. So me call bank when I say dollar na Kevin Taylor they are sending me no. Mon for mame in Ghanaian cedis, the 3% does not take effect. So the 3% that existed under NPP, it took effect depending on the person coming, or it activates depending on the person coming to the counter to claim the money. Are you claiming the money in dollars, hard currency, which in Ghana we don't basically eat dollars or spend dollars? You are going to pay the 3% levy. If you say, give me the dollar equivalent in cedis, then it means that 3% levy, you escape it. Now, why did the NPP government do that? Why did the Bank of Ghana such a policy on the Toho? I'll show you. Now, it wasn't only CTFM that reported on this story. Mrs. I need a second story, Mrs. I'm sorry. Okay, so you want me to speak, Mrs. I need the Joy News story because I want to show the two stories before I move on to the document itself. I think I missed one of the publications, the Joy News story, because I won't say we need to try and educate Ghanaians at Toronto Dawson, and these people idea of my yache. And it's not like omunim di omoye, omuni daho, deliberate. And na omudi yes no. But you see, omubetina TV so say, I almost say, and the Bank of Ghana under Ekufuado. Mr. It's okay. I have the video. It's okay. Under Ekufuado. Yeah, from Joy. I think it was part of the when we were having the meeting. It came up, right, Mr. P. So pull that one for me. Now, omubetina omusho no so no. The normal person creating impression on person creating and say, yeah, NDC are buying akofa levy biaba. Na sa levy na NDC are buying the abano. Omu di wia Ghana for yes sendi omu sikafra bruchira omu kwako yi sikano. Now they were not even specific about sikano because this 3% levy, it wasn't hidden. It was something everybody knew. She has sent you sikafra bruchira as a businessman or whatever. Now we bank say oh kwako yi sa sikana. That's all $1. You have to pay 3%. So okay, in cities, you don't pay the 3% on that money that you are receiving. So how do you sit on TV and vaguely say aban area Ghana for? Now the reason why in Tia Omoka say aban way area Ghana for was because of this. Now let's listen to the governor of Bank of Ghana.
In compliance with guidelines issued by the Bank of Ghana, the charge applies to withdrawals made from foreign currency accounts that were funded through transfers or check deposits. However, accounts topped up with cash deposits are exempt from the new levy. Industry analysts say the move is part of efforts by the central bank to manage foreign exchange liquidity, discourage speculative demand, and promote cash-based deposits. The new policy is expected to affect businesses and individuals who rely heavily on forex transfers and check deposits, particularly importers, exporters, and professionals receiving international remittances. Customers seeking clarification have been encouraged to contact their banks directly for more information.
So this is when the NDC came into office. Now the 3% has been moved to 5%. The 3% now a levy eda omwa omukoyi dollar if you dollar account someone person be in the city sa 3% no the NDC government when they came to office they moved it from 3% to 5%. Why? Because the NDC government came in office to tell Ghana for say we cannot allow the Ghanaian market to be saturated. We don't expect to say your system no will be pumping too much dollar in the system abra ye these cities. So it was one of the measures now the governor or the Bank of Ghana was putting in place to make sure say the influx of dollar into the system, the raw cash in the system, no, they limit it because the moment you allow too much dollar, no, there's a reason why people want to have physical dollar in the system. The reason is that they want to hoard. Now, when they hoard, they wait for the dollar at the end of the day to appreciate. And then when the dollar appreciates, then they get value for that dollar they are hoarding. Now, the moment they do that, it weakens the city. The moment they do that, Ghana, our reserve struggles. There's a lot of pressure on our reserves. So the Bank of Ghana, in their wisdom, they said they were going to make it tighter. It will not be people will not be interested in going to the bank to say, my dollar account, $10,000 give me a $10,000 in dollar. No. Now, if you are going to take $10,000, now 5% levy was so. Near catcher said $10,000 in Ghanaian cedi. As a businessman, because you want to make profit, you are not going to take $8,000. You rather take $10,000 in cedi equivalent. Because as we speak, the cedi is strong. And that when you go take cedi equivalent to dollar, at the end of the day, you are rather making our economy stronger. It was part of the
Please
measures
subscribe to Azinga
the
TV.
Bank of Ghana is putting in place to tighten the system. People will not fill the system with so much dollar because we live in Ghana. Why should we be doing business with cities? We live in Ghana. Why should we be doing business in cities? Now, when you go back a little bit to 2024, Omwangasa Jandam News Network, Joy News, they reported on this matter when the NPP were in power. When the 3% levy was put in place. Now, they are trying to create the impression, say, Adifufrobia Siebin Sida, inti Ghana buying a cromfo, and this are buying a cromfo, and this are buying Riesika, and these are people who call themselves say, Omuye intellectuals, Omuye journalists. They are not. Now, in 2024, this was the reporter, Omwankasa, NPP Jandam News Network, Joy News, a report here. NPP were in power then. This is 2024.
Especially on the sectors we're touching on today. We'll be moving to the banking sector shortly, and we'll delve into the cocoa sector to assess the current trend based on information supplied by Cocoa Board, that there's going to be an increase in the next 2024-2025 cocoa season of about 45% increase in farm gate price. We'll assess it, assess the impact, and also get to you with the various challenges affecting the sector. Now, I'm sure many of you who own foreign accounts saw text messages, or probably did not see text message nonetheless, but experienced some amount of $20 being charged on for just owning the account, and also some conversation has come back to life. We're moving straight to the conversation to assess what it means basically for account holders. I'm here with Caleb, and also we'll be joined on Zoom by Kofi Ejay, who will give us up-to-date information on this particular conversation as well. Kofi, it's good to see you.
Good to see you guys, Winston and Caleb.
Great, great. Now let's move back to the slides and see. As you can see, charges on foreign account currency being $20. Let me get Caleb. What led to this particular directive, basically?
Yeah, so the Bank of Ghana has introduced a new directive, and they are telling, if you can go to the next slide, they are telling banks that they should increase their foreign reserves in cedis, which means that the foreign reserve the banks have, they should convert most of it into cedis and keep that. So now this has increased the operational cost for banks, which means that any foreign currency they have to convert it to cedis. And you know the main problem here is our exchange rate, because when you're converting it back into the foreign currency, you might have a haircut or you might receive some potential losses. So now the banks are trying to mitigate that loss by charging account holders some fees, so that if they are converting the cedis back to their foreign currency, they don't have to hold too much. They don't have to take too much loss. Yeah.
Already, the banks have experienced a lot of turmoil for the past 7 years. Banks have seen banking sector clear up. They've experienced the shortcut. They've experienced. It's as if the focus has always been on the banks, which has been the fulcrum of our financial sector. Kofi Ejay, if you're listening, especially on the sectors we're touching on today, we'll be moving to the banking sector shortly, and we'll delve into the cocoa sector to assess the current.
So it was easy. So $20 now, almost reporting in 2024. No, it was simple. Send a beya almost mobile be sikano in cities. No, the banks will not make losses. No, you charge you $20. Now, so also sikano in dollar. Not even the bank basically is shorter. That $20 will come and do that, fill that gap. Ain't this thing they are talking about any new? It has been there. The NDC government is rather tightening it more and making sure, say, amount for be and take advantage of the system and make sure, say, our dollar weakens further. It is for these people. Recently, this is what the governor said, and saying this is 2025. Cedi at 60. You know, say Ghana cedi, since they introduced cedi as our official currency, you know, it is 60 years now. The governor was saying Bank of Ghana targets end to dollarization challenge in Ghana. The Bank of Ghana under a chairman deputy person say, almost said the country at a point, every single money spent in Ghana should be cedi. Dollar be a bedroom Ghana biano, it ends up at the federal bank or ends up at the bank. It does not go into the system. And the only way that you can do that is to make sure, say, people when they try to take dollar out, it becomes difficult. And like I say, difficult, it becomes painful or it becomes a loss to them. All that they have to do is to force them to be using the cedi to be doing business. Inti kokofunko siadia ojina hoka a miniaba nana ya Brefo enkenkanya ontiminya research a oshedemu ehwe a odwan we te ho aka nanim odi penta ye nanim te ho no. It is the level of the deliberate misinformation atro jandam. And these people want to win power for MPP. How? Then if you envy me, why do you envy me? My job here is to tell the people the truth. One thing I have told myself, nobody. Into today, when there is a 5% levy, say NDC are buying by 3%, why in the 5%? The NDC government, they are trying to make sure, say, San kwasia dollar na nani pebi edeba system nimu edi suppress cedi no, it's no more going to happen. And into the end there, more dollar no ever 10 no. Because there are people in the system, they will call the dollar, they will keep it at home, and they will sit on it and make sure say cedi no be suppress no, cedi no be bread. Now no more be $10 na ma edi in Ghana for, and that is what the Bank of Ghana is preventing. Entire dina in Kofo etmitna say political shows so, and these are statements they are making.
When him say the no can say Bank of Ghana at the new levy aba.
Okay.
If you are going money me ochina.
Uh-huh.
Now the true me dollar account to me or Ghana. Now me could year make we at 3% of that. Are you aware?
3% of Sikan on all foreign remittances.
Exactly.
Wow.
3%. No, we say foreign remittances a dorsal. Into a better gate no. Obeje. Why no could
Look at this. John Way, what painted him said, or the galam saying soon gary. Only confidence crample in herself. Say oba. We painted the name I say galam saying so, or say good chance no near boom no betna Facebook say or a journalist. BB way. O man in so on who nim e Facebook. Na ye hu ni nipa bind your tia, obedwane, obeton wurem se kusie. Inferiority complex. They cannot even be themselves as human beings. So oba. Now, if you don't even believe in yourself and how you look, how can you convince somebody to believe in what is in your head? If you are not even bold enough to sit on TV and say, "Memfa painting yemenim, memfa galam saying so mfa benim, memba ese kusient na." If you don't even have belief in yourself, why do you expect people like in answer for Ghana to believe you? Because you yourself, you don't even believe who you are. Nyankopon gina wedim sisia ebu atanya ohu unipa ban. And these are the people, confused creatures, despicable diseases. And yeah, Yana say, I'm a friendly pem. And that is the damage they are doing to Ghanaians. Kokofu di ono, or a pejinia ono, or menopause. Kokofu no onye mentally, onye stable, until me person spend the time on. And anytime I show me near bear, and I buy Brefo, a lot of respect. Because me, I'm daring. I'm very daring. And I respect people. I have a very terrible side. When I try to show it, it does not end good. In this way, steady me kasemwa. Nana Brefo, I've shown her a lot of respect. And that is what is happening today. Some person mo da dankofo a na ye mpenemu a na mbubu ofu. Mo tena Facebook, mo twa atro. Kwa me despite who dey Facebook. Jandam way is dead. The policy has been in existence for under Ekufuado, MPP Abresone Oho. This government is making more tighter. Ote Ghana odi dollar eden. Eden na ote Ghana opeso odi dollar eden. Ghana cedi na oho no adia. Ghana cedi no enyesika. Why don't you want to spend Ghana cedis? Why do you need dollar? Me ba America, me who say obi aba America kroma ADCD wahada. Obi ura America be per dollar. So why should you go to Ghana and be looking for dollar in the market? No, it's not supposed to be like that. Kokofu Jimmy Weso Peso a general secretary of MPP. Such a despicable old man. Ne toso so. Papa Penyina wo jimfie wo beka no kore no. Why on hwene se tete Pentecost for mba pes ada betena TV so eke kan kwase asem adan a wo pese MPP atrofo pathway a yate annex UP no wo pese eba power. Na wo penyini so wanyim nyansa. Enye no kore na woka. Otena Environmental Protection Agency ewi ne kro no a oboye na hwene asia tena so eto de skate betina kekan kwase asem okokan ese we dipanyini atam we ni panyini na ene dian. Now let's go to the next jandam. Na me kill the next jandam. Kokofu na hwene sa kuraba. Now jandam second we are killing this Friday night. Mrs. Should we move on? Yes, so my team said, member the Bank of Ghana governor, the interviewer or having or IMF, very short one.
The post-COVID economic crisis plunged Ghana into severe distress, prompting the government to seek support through the IMF $3 billion extended credit facility. As the program nears completion, Governor of the Central Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, says the worst is over and that Ghana is firmly on the path towards recovery and stability.
I'm happy to say that 8 months down the road, we have turned the corner. Ghana is back. Inflation, we met it at nearly 24%. Currently, it's down to 9.4%. We have seen a strong rebound in growth. We are running ahead of program targets for the year on almost everything. You name it, inflation, reserves build-up, economic growth. We are running ahead, and we are happy to announce that we will be able to exit the fund program come next year.
He recounted how wicked adherence to the Bank of Ghana's independence disrupted its balance sheets and warned that domestic debt restructuring must not happen again.
The kind of experience we have had has been significant. It should never happen again. When I cast my mind back in 2022, it's something we could have avoided. I'm at a loss as to how we allowed that to happen. But going forward, we are trying to build back better. Over the past 8 months, we've had to make changes to the legislation. Legislation to strengthen our independence. For example, when it comes to exposures to government or central bank financing, we are taking all that out.
Looking ahead, Dr. Johnson Isiama says the BOG is well positioned to manage emerging challenges and implement key recommendations to ensure stability beyond the IMF program.
The next thing is to have a central bank that is agile, a central bank that is ready and able to contend with the new challenges that most central banks face. What I want to see is a central bank that is ready and able to adapt.
A tighter monetary policy stance, responsible governance, and adaptive policies remain central to the Bank of Ghana's long-term strategy towards economic recovery. For GH1 News and Star FM, Emmanuel Ejabin, Washington.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel, from GH1, all the way from Washington, D.C. A tighter monetary policy. And the Bank of Ghana governor, where is the one on the lighter side? We muna nkomoka say omo pese omo bedi vice president ni ade I say you could see very presidential na maybe I'm not saying it, I'm just saying it, but you could see the presentation. He's a very fit guy. I just say his demeanor is very solid, and but hey, you never know. But you can see clearly that policies are being put, things are being done, and things are changing. We can all see the indications and indicators. So right now, na obi betena TV so twatro say aban ni wiawo and yes and this kafri abrochira na kwase ampanyi bi ti ho and nti na mo stop money transfer no enkwase asem nko a otia omo a yentia because omo professional.
Please subscribe, comment and share for more content.
Paper eno an omo job omo ti asase we so me mpese me dirty on say massacre wo na nsia be 4-5 days me call eye be malam bi ho eye Nigeria malam awo na oye nyoma me ba ya wo se enhye wo hontimi so to and am so malam Yakubu wan kasa so to yiska o se sia da Nigeria sika no oyi 50 million eye naira kura $300 into as ontimi nyi na nse me call me malam wo Nigeria am kan so sedu into how far no so Kevin bibia okay ba sort me am so una oye malam no una wotumi yiska o se sia metumi yi but me to me 50 million naira, messes and $300 into the mamma physical and I mean who they may. And we need to understand. Mama in chatro at front to me my to me. Mr. B, Mr. S, me team no me fucking I'm very fucking, but I'm in the call into no problem. Hey team, if you do, I go end the production. More before me pong. I'm seeing the things they are sending on the system. Mr. P, be careful. Be careful. There's rice, there's goat, there's Jack Daniels. Everything is available to your on your side. What do you need again, Mr. P? Maintain, maintain, Mr. S. There's everything. There's gobe. There's jollof. There's everything. The fridge is packed. Why? What is your problem again? And you people are tormenting me. Let me do my show. My team, no, they are sending some message me. So that this Jandam has been.
Thank you so much for watching. Kindly don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay safe till we meet in the next one. I love you and it's bye for now.